Welcome to NBC News Daily this Monday. We start with the deadly aftermath of Hurricane Helene. The storm carved a path of destruction through Florida, the Carolinas, Georgia, and Tennessee. The extent of the devastation can be seen in these videos. Entire communities underwater, houses torn to pieces, and flooded roads remain impassable, making search and recovery efforts difficult. We know at this hour at least 116 people are confirmed dead, many more unaccounted for days after Helene hit. At this hour, the biggest concern, getting food and water to survivors. Many people do not have cell phone service or power. President Biden addressed storm victims in just the last hour.
I want them to know we're not leaving until the job is done. I also want you to know I'm committed to traveling to the impacted areas as soon as possible.
Now, this is the scene from earlier today from Asheville, North Carolina. That is an area known for its vibrant art scene and historic architecture. That storm has taken a mental and emotional toll on many people who live in that community.
I haven't seen my kids. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Still have no power. I have no gas to get to my kids. I don't know where to get gas. So there's that.
You can hear the exhaustion in her voice. NBC News correspondent George Solis joins me now from Asheville, North Carolina. So, George, we know nearly 20 inches of rain fell there. Many communities still underwater. Other areas can't be reached because of washed out roads or mudslides. Talk about the conditions first responders and residents are facing today.
Hey, Vicki, that death toll, unfortunately, looks to be climbing and continue to climbing, and so do the people that are missing. The conditions here still horrific. You mentioned what Asheville is all about, that historic art district. We're here in the River Arts District. This area, this time yesterday, was still underwater. It has receded significantly, but nevertheless, we have business owners coming out to assess the damage and what's left of their businesses for the first time here today. And we are just hearing harrowing story after harrowing story. Livelihoods completely lost here in all of this devastation. You can see the despair on their faces, many of them wondering, will help ever arrive here? Will they ever see a response from the federal government, from the local government? Earlier today, the sheriff of Buncombe County, where we are, saying there are about 11,000 calls for wellness checks, and they can only do about 150 of those. Just staggering numbers, and that largely has to do with those cell phone communications. They did say they managed to put a portable cell tower up here, so some of that service is being restored, but that's only in some pockets. A lot of people still can't get a call out to their loved ones, and it is shocking to them that days after this storm, they are not seeing a larger footprint from the federal government. You heard from the president that he is committed to visiting this area, but he also doesn't want to until those search and rescue efforts are complete. So again, just a disaster on top of a disaster. So many people hurting right now for this slow-moving crisis, Vicki.
George, I know you've talked to some of the people who live there. Obviously, they've never seen anything like this before, and some are saying they don't know if they can actually rebuild, with insurance being what it is. What else are you hearing from the survivors?
Really just despair. I actually talked to one of these art gallery owners who was on the phone with her insurance company. All they can do right now is just give them their information, saying, we'll come out when we can and get to you and assess your damage. So they really just are hoping for any lifeline at this point, any response from the federal government. And we did, as we've been talking to people here, so their reaction really just speaks more than any words could. Take a listen.
If we don't get help from somebody soon, I mean, this will be probably the end of it. And just 40 years in the family business, it's going to be shut down just because of this.
Again, just one of so many stories that we're going to start to hear. We're expecting more updates from city officials here in the coming hours. But again, for residents, it's not so much about getting the information. It's about the resources, mainly the water. There's no timeline when water is going to be restored here. And again, people are just really starting to get frustrated and feeling that stress of a situation that doesn't seem to be getting any better, Vicki.
George Solis, thank you so much, live from Asheville, North Carolina. Guad Venegas is live in Treasure Island, Florida, for us this afternoon. So, Guad, you've actually been on the ground with the search and rescue teams. What are you seeing? What are you learning?
Vicki, we spent all of yesterday with one of the teams going through some of these neighborhoods here in what's called the Barrier Islands area. These are different communities, different cities that suffered some of the most extensive damage in the Tampa Bay area. You can see everything behind me. It's a mix of furniture, appliances that some of the residents have been putting outside, and mountains of sand. Specifically in this area, the storm surge caused most of the damage. And as we walked through some of these neighborhoods with one of the search and rescue teams, they told us it was quite difficult to go from property to property. They use a specific software so they can coordinate with local agencies, and every time they go through one of these properties, then they upload the information to that software. But there's damage that comes, some from the water that of course came in, but there's also a lot of damage from the sand in this particular community that you can see has been building up. I'm going to turn over to this side. The properties over there have feet of sand. This almost looks like after a snowstorm in parts of the Northeast when the snow plows come through and they push the snow to the side. That's essentially what it looks like here with the sand. Now, we know that there have been reports of some individuals that were found deceased in this part of the Tampa Bay area, unfortunately. And we talked to the search and rescue teams what it's been like, so you can imagine how difficult it is for them to go through this. They did end with those search and rescue missions yesterday, and I should also add it's in the 90s when it comes to the temperature, and it feels even hotter with properties that have no electricity, no running water, so it just makes things more difficult. We spoke to one of the residents whose house is about a block away from us, and this is what he had to say about the storm.
It's devastating. I mean, all these little mom and pop hotels around here, I don't know if they can even rebuild them or whatever they're going to do, but they're demolished, a lot of them. I mean, one of my friends that lives a couple streets down, it hit so fast and the water started rising. He was on a paddleboard with his 2 dogs inside of his place, hoping, and we couldn't get out to save him because there's like 6 feet of water on the road.
That's just one of the neighbors that spoke to us earlier today. And when you think about the cleanup here, it's going to be different for every community. You've got vehicles, you've got entire homes that lost everything inside. You've got streets that have objects, roadways that need to be cleared. You have the infrastructure that's damaged when it comes to the power, running water, internet. So these are all things that the counties are going to have to look into, as well as picking up all of this debris. So it's going to be weeks before things go back to normal here. Vicki?
Yeah, weeks, if not months. Guad, Venegas, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.